Well, hello, good morning. Welcome everybody. Quickly on the ride to another airport. Guess the location. Want to share my musings of an event which already quite some time ago, which was the SAP BW for HANA launch held in San Francisco 1.5 weeks. Still most worth enough to talk about it right now because I think it has a significant repercussion as I'm trying to put my laptop up on the overall data warehouse landscape, on what's moving to the cloud, and on, of course, SAP and AWS as vendors. So let me quickly share with you my first take here. So the announcement was back on August 31st. The launch event was on September 8th. Nice location. It's funny, deja vu, multiple launch events happening there. I remember, for instance, the Nokia 735 launch event being at the same location, but it's a great location downtown San Diego, forgot the name, San Francisco, forgot the name. But what is the key, very important takeaway of this, right? That data gravity is reality. We've been talking about data gravity for a very long time, that it is hard to information, it's hard to keep all that information, it's hard to access that information, and it costs you something. And networking out and forward with is not only cost, the most expensive thing if we move to the cloud is networking. It's the non-elastic part that you always have to pay for, and performance plays a significant role for that. And this concept of data gravity has been around for a long time. It's really becoming to the point now that data gravity in the public cloud, where next generation applications for IoT, for making sense of social networks, for collecting clickstream, for getting machine data, for building new social user interface, and so on, where all these next generation applications are built anyway, that data gravity is now sucking in the ERP data. It's something I've been talking about since a long time. I actually blogged back over 3 years ago in 2013 about this, basically stating, I have to fix this video here, basically stating that once you do a next generation application, just throw in the ERP data to that information too, because it's just a rounding error. And I saw that in practice wasn't a bold prediction anymore. 1 year ago, 2 years ago, all the clients we advise are doing exactly that. Nobody's worried about the ERP information. You just put it additionally on top of that. It's structured, it's understood. It's the unstructured, large amount of information which you try to tame with Hadoop and its derivatives in the public cloud. So data gravity has pulled the data warehouse to the cloud. It's not just an SAP trend. We had Teradata, the venerable Teradata, launched their Teradata engine on AWS again. Not on the hardware, but on AWS already a few months ago, or even almost a year ago. Check out my blog. And SAP adds the partnership with AWS Cloud, which is interesting for these massive, humongous X1 instances, which are not the typical 1 or 2 terabyte of memory, but up to 15 terabytes of memories. These are not cheap and inexpensive machines. So even so SAP deploys this also on its trusted HANA Enterprise Cloud, I don't expect this to be a too popular offering and not a too profit-making offering for SAP, but very interesting to see that AWS can make that available in up to 7 regions right now, these massive, humongous instances. And that means that not just the BW information can be in the AWS information, you can put all of your S4HANA into the same instance. Third takeaway, it's a fundamental change in the SAP business intelligence and data warehouse strategy, and has many ramifications across the SAP portfolio, because now you can put the other information there. We know the public cloud adoption of S4HANA is abysmally bad, but customers have to go for HANA. So they have to be on HANA to take advantage of SAP BW. And it almost looks intentionally or non-intentionally that SAP Business Intelligence might be the reason which pulls people into the cloud. Because here's the interesting fact. I was at AWS Summit last year in Germany. German CIOs I talked to very skeptical of putting customer information, and oh, this is hard today. My trousers are more slippy than usually, so can't hold my laptop really. As German CIOs are very concerned about putting data into the public cloud, but they were not for the next generation application, which pushes Germans the most, which is IoT. Because they can't store that information on their private cloud. They can't even size that information on the private cloud. So for IoT, it's very clear. So now the rest of the information moves there. And I think SAP will see for these forward-looking enterprises who build next-generation applications a significant move and uptake from this. Because if I put my ERP information on the public cloud, my data warehouse information in the public cloud to make sense of things, I can put my ERP information there too, because it's even there already. So overall point of view, I think it's great for SAP knowingly or unknowingly accepting the reality of data gravity. ERP data in general needs to complement next generation applications where they run in the cloud. So I know about contracts, I know about all the other things I need to know to make a next generation application successful from the business content there. It's also a good move for AWS to partner with SAP early. It's always important for IaaS vendor at the moment to capture uniform load. The most uniform load comes from SaaS vendors, and SaaS vendors actually even do the work. They bring their product lines to the public cloud infrastructure, of course with some help under the hoods, but very good move by them. And basically the last data point to take is HANA. The memory database is inevitable. We have many data points of that before. If you want to keep and remain staying an SAP customer, you have to get on HANA. The question is no longer if, the question is only when. Well, thank you for looking. Sorry for me juggling my laptop here. Don't know what really is different today than the other times where I managed to do a little more stable. Probably it's the bad potholes in i5. Appreciate watching. Have a good day. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.